Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Outer Rim Cantina. My name's Alan, and today I'm back for another Star Wars lore video. This time we're going to be talking about Jedi Master Pong Krell and his fall to the dark side during the Clone Wars. Since the canon and legends information on him is relatively the same, I won't be splitting this video into two separate canon and legends parts, as I've done in the past. With that out of the way, let's get started. Pong Krell was a Force-sensitive basilisk male from the deep core planet of Ojum. During the time of the Clone Wars, Krell rose to the rank of Master within the Jedi Order, and was one of the first Jedi to serve as a general in the recently commissioned Grand Army of the Republic. Krell soon became known as the Jedi General with the highest number of clone casualties of the men under his command. Despite this fact, he was still respected within the GIR as one of the most successful military strategists, with many key Republic victories in the war. As the war pressed on, the temptation and allure of the dark side of the Force became more than Krell could resist. It was through the dark side that he experienced a premonition of the future, seeing both the Jedi Order and Republic destroyed, with a new Imperial Order rising to take their place. Enthralled by what he had seen, and driven by a need for self-preservation and a quest for greater power, he renounced his allegiance to the Jedi and the Republic, becoming a double agent for the Sith Lord Darth Tyrannus, known as Count Dooku within the Separatist movement. Krell's goal was to become Tyrannus' apprentice and secure a place in the new order that he had foreseen would come. His plans, however, would ultimately be cut short by the efforts of Clone Captain Rex, the 501st Legion, and 212th Attack Battalion. During the Battle of Umbara, Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker, along with Jedi Masters Obi-Wan Kenobi and Saesee were sent to the former Republic member world to retake it from the Separatist-aligned militia. Not long after the fighting began, Skywalker received word that he was needed back on the Republic capital of Coruscant at the request of the Jedi High Council, and General Krell would take over command of Skywalker's 501st Legion of clone troopers. During the ensuing battle, Krell insisted on strategies and attacks that led to a large number of casualties within the clone battalion. The clones began harboring resentment towards their temporary commander, but Clone Captain Rex attempted to keep the men at bay for the duration of the campaign. Near the end of the fighting, when the Republic's clone forces were gearing up for their last assault of the Umbaran capital city, Krell told the men of the 501st that enemy combatants had stolen Republic weapons and clone armor and were marching on their position at a taken enemy airbase. The 501st was quick to spring into action, engaging with the apparent enemies in the dark and deadly forests of the planet. Soon, however, it was discovered by Captain Rex that the 501st were firing on their fellow clone brothers, who were donning the orange-marked armor of the 212th Attack Battalion. Krell had told both battalions that the other had stolen weapons and armor to create chaos and even more clone deaths. When the men discovered his plot and treason to the Republic, they mutinied against the Jedi General. Attempting to arrest Krell was not an easy task for even the highly skilled clone troopers, as Krell used both his skill with a lightsaber and strong power in the Force to fend off his clone assailants. Wielding two double-bladed lightsabers thanks to the skill he possessed with his forearms, he was able to easily deflect blaster bolts in any direction, forcing the clones to have to close in on their target. When they did, however, Krell again used his skill with his lightsabers to cut down multiple troopers, and even used the power of Force Repulse to dispense the troopers all around him. After a long battle, Krell was finally captured by the clones, and ultimately executed by the 501st for his treason against the Republic and the war effort. Even though his ultimate plan of becoming Count Dooku's apprentice and securing a place in the coming New Order failed, he was still remembered throughout the Jedi Order for his treason. Krell's power and abilities were virtually unmatched within the Jedi Order, as the unique anatomy of his people allowed him to wield two folding double-bladed lightsabers at the same time. Along with his lightsaber skills, he also possessed incredible skill within the Force. Krell was able to use all four of his arms to unleash a Force Repulse, which easily dispensed his enemies when they attempted to surround him. He was also proficient in the Force Jump, which allowed him to leap long distances with ease. Additionally, he could use the power of telepathy to sense other people's emotions, and could use this ability to confuse his enemies into thinking his voice was echoing around them. Krell also had the power to foresee the future, and often had visions that helped him as a Jedi, but also led to his fall to the dark side of the Force. That's all we know about Pong Krell in Star Wars lore. As always, I'd love to know what you think of Krell down in the comments, and if you have any suggestions for future lore videos, make sure to leave them down there as well. If you enjoyed this video or any of the content here in the Cantina, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like on the video, as those really do help a small channel like this, and consider subscribing if you want more Outer Rim Cantina content in your sub box every week. That's all the time I've got today. I hope to see you back here in the Cantina next week for more Star Wars videos. Until then, may the Force be with you.